Hey girly, welcome to another Girl Chat with Hillary, where we just sit back and talk about today's topic is going to be fake it till you make it in sales. All right, let's be honest here. We've all heard that saying that says fake it till you make it. Okay, but what if you don't know how to be fake? What if you're really genuine, you're really down to earth, you don't know how to be anything that's not yourself? I'm going to be telling you in this video how you can be successful in sales by faking it. Okay, this is a job, and your role in this job is to be an actor. You're gonna be a tele-actor, over the phone, telephone actor. So you're gonna want to pretend like you're putting on this hat of different roles throughout the day, depending on the customer you're talking to. Every phone call you're on is going to be like a movie. You have to determine, are you in a horror movie? Are you in an action movie? In a comedy movie? You have to determine what movie you're in. You have to read the customer, and then you have to put on that hat. Okay. Whenever you go on a date with a guy and you're putting on your makeup, you're putting on your perfume, your hair's done, all that, you're getting into character, right? That's not who you are on like a Sunday evening whenever you're tired and you're done doing your chores, right? Does that mean you're being fake when you're getting ready? No, it doesn't mean you're being fake. It just means that it's a different version of yourself. Okay, we all have different versions. So you're getting ready, you're going on this date. You want the guy, if it's a first date, of course, you want a guy to perceive you as mysterious, sexy, hard to get. You're kind of like putting on this act of, yeah, you can't touch me. Yeah, what are you gonna do to impress me? And that doesn't mean that you're being fake. It just means that you're putting on this role to get what you want. And that's fine. That's completely fine. Even if you're a mom, because I'm a new mom now, I feel like I have to play different roles. Like I have to be a chef. I have to be the maid. I have to be a therapist. I'm already picturing myself all the roles that I'm going to play in the future. Because you're a mom, you're not just one robotic being the whole time. No, you have to put on different hats and do different things, and that's what you do in sales. But for me, what I have found that works best is whenever I actually listen to the customer, listen to what they want, and I feed off of that, and I kind of like match their energy. Okay, now you're not being fake because you're not a scammer. First of all, now that's not genuine, and that's bad. That's you being a bad person. Okay, we're here. If you're in insurance, especially, or if you're like offering services, sales services, we're here to help people. We're here to help them get what fits best for them. And if you have a policy that's better, that's saving the money, or you just want to find out if we are saving the money or not, that's you just being genuine. Okay, so you're already starting off with being genuine. So don't think that me putting on this role and me acting is going to equate to not being genuine. Okay, so just get into the mindset that when you walk in the doors of your office or when you put on the headset, you can be a variety of persons, because this customer does not know you. Okay, behind the phone, whenever they're talking to you, they don't know who's on the other side. You can completely make up that story. We used to have a day where we would make up an accent for the day, and we would talk to customers like that, and it would be fun. You could be a British accent, and we make it up, and we talk to the customer like that the best that we could. They literally eat up everything you tell them because they don't know. It's like a phone call. You can literally be with one customer one way, and then the next customer you can be completely different. And it's only natural because we're in different moods throughout the day. Some days I don't feel like calling. Some days I'm more straight to the point, like, this is what I got for you. Do you want it or not? Yes or no? Some days I feel like going above and beyond, and I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Like, I'm going to set you up today. Some days I'm feeling like, more laid back. And I'm like, if you don't want the policy, you don't want it. Okay. So I'm not robotic every single day. Okay. Because it's not realistic. You have different moods yourself too. You have different seasons yourself too. So now we're going to get into the examples. So this is an example of one customer. Okay. Pretend that you call the lead and it's a retired citizen that is living on a fixed income. These people that are struggling with money and struggling with their budget, they like to tell you that because they want you to help them with their problem. They're telling you the problem that they have. You have to offer a solution. Okay. Now, with us, we don't have a magic button that we can push to lower the rate, but we're going to really listen and take into consideration their struggle and their story, and we're going to try to offer a solution. Okay. So let's pretend that you call them and they're like, yeah, I'm struggling. I'm living on a fixed income. I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet. And these rates just keep going up. And then what you have to do whenever somebody tells you right off the bat what they're struggling with or what the concern is, you have to reiterate that back to them. So say, okay, I completely understand this economy. It's completely normal. I hear that a lot. I try to do my best to help them find a policy that fits their budget but doesn't compromise coverage too much. So I want to offer you something that has good coverage, not over insure you, but also something that fits your budget, and we're going to work with you today. I'm going to give you 3 options. You're going to tell me which one you like better. One's going to be on the higher end, one's going to be on the lower end, and one's going to be right in the middle. So let me get started. And then you tell them like, okay, this is what I have for you. Does that fit your budget? Is that competitive for you? And I like to ask them because I want to know, like, are we competitive? If I'm not beating your rate, or if I'm not helping you and giving you good coverage, why am I going to persuade you? Why am I going to waste my time and overcoming objections? If I don't naturally feel that I have your best interest, I'm not going to pursue that. Okay. But when you know you're saving the money, you know the policy is good, you know your agency is good, and you have good customer service, and you can provide them the best of the best, then it's gonna want to drive you to try to close them. But let's say we're $1,000 over for the year. Why in the world would I convince them? Even if we have the best customer service, for me, I can't do it. I do sales differently. I'm sorry. I'm not your typical salesperson. Because one thing that my mentor taught me, which I don't even know if I should be saying this, but I'm just being honest, okay? I'm being honest. And I might get chewed up for this, but I don't really think insurance is an emotional buy. It's not like a car, like a phone, like, a bag, a purse. People don't care. They don't attach emotion to insurance. They attach kind of like a state fee. It's like a state fee or fear. So you can sell them based off of fear. Like if this happens to you, if a hurricane comes, if your car gets stolen, things like that, you can persuade them like that. You can add coverage and persuade them. Or you can persuade them with just a cheaper rate. It's 2 ways. It's not much you can wiggle around there. Okay, so now I gave you that example with that customer that's struggling with their budget, right? Which most people are. You want to reiterate that to them, and you want to find them the best policy. And if you're not saving them money and they don't want to get it with you, don't waste your energy. Move on to the next, and just keep going. You're going to find somebody that you are saving them money and that you can help and that you can offer. Because sometimes our product is not for everybody. And that's okay too. You have to learn how to let go. If they hit somebody, you don't want to be sued. You want to have your liability limit high in case he caused maybe like a 2-car accident. That happened to my best friend, and it really did. She caused a 4-car accident, and they're suing her. To this day, they're still suing her because her liability limit is not where it needs to be. Well, they're trying to sue her for like millions of dollars. So they're still in the battle of that. And that does happen. So you can let them know with stories and merge to what they're looking for and what their situation is. Okay, so that's the best thing that I can tell you, is to mold yourself to the phone call. Every phone call is unique. Every phone call is different. Every customer is different. You don't want to be robotic because they can read that. And now with AI growing and artificial intelligence and like these call centers where they're all reading from the script and sound the same, people crave that human interaction. They crave that realness, that those flaws that you make, or those like stuttering when you stutter in your voice and you don't follow the sentence. People like that because it's genuine. Just because you put on a different hat on that phone call to fit their needs doesn't mean you're being fake necessarily. Okay, now let's talk about the confidence part, because it takes confidence to act on the phone, to be a teleactor. It takes confidence. Now, how do you build your confidence? Okay, for me, what really helped me was to know what I was talking about, because you probably don't feel confident in whatever it is that you're selling. If it's insurance, if you don't feel confident in insurance because you don't know anything about insurance, maybe you just started, or even if you've been at it for a while, things change. Like for me, I went into maternity leave. I had my baby and everything. I got like 3 months off. And when I came back, everything was different. We had a new home line, a new auto line. We had a new system. Everything was different. I feel like I didn't know anything. I feel like I was new again. So things are always changing in insurance. So don't feel dumb because you don't know anything. No, you want to be always continuing your education and reading the policy jackets of the products you're offering. So for me, I like to download the coverage page and I like to study it. I really recommend you make flashcards of what each coverage means for each policy. I can make a video though. I can make a video if you really want to see that. If you want to see how I explain dwelling coverage. If you want to see how I explain personal property, if you want to see how I explain other structures, like things, how you simplify it to customers. Most of my videos are generalized because you probably are in a different state or it's part of a different company that you work for. So I don't like to get too specific, but I can talk about coverages. I can let you know what they mean, how I explain them to people, because knowledge is power. The more you know, the more confident you feel. Because for me, at the beginning, I was like, what if they ask me if this is covered, if this is not covered? Like, what am I going to tell them? I don't feel confident saying that. Or like whenever they ask you, well, what if this scenario happens? And if you're working for an agent, ask them like, hey, what are we covering them for? Like, what is not covered? Like for us, I know mold is excluded. I know foundation is excluded unless it's water damage up to 5K. And you don't have to know everything. No, you just have to know the main details, because whenever a customer tries to ask you or tries to like question your intelligence, you can state the facts that you do know, and then that kind of like automatically makes them feel more safe. It makes them feel like, okay, they know what they're talking about, because we don't know it all, and honestly we're not supposed to. That's sometimes questions they ask us are claims questions that we don't know the answer, because we're in a different department, and you have to let them know that too. I'm offering you the best coverage I can, but yeah, I would say if you really want to build your confidence and if you want to become like the best teleactor, you have to get knowledge. And not only that, I feel like for me, what really would like stop me from acting or from like putting on a persona when I was on the phone was my coworkers. I feel like they were judging me. Like whenever I was talking, whenever I was doing too much, I feel like they're judging me. They're listening to me. But guess what? Whenever I get that commission check, nobody's around me judging me. Nobody's telling me anything. It's only I get to see that. Only I get to spend that. So I put that in my head that who cares what people think? Who cares if they see you over here giggling, laughing it up, being fake, having your customer service voice? Like, who cares? Because at the end of the day, I'm the one going to get paid, okay? They're not going to pay me off of you judging me. No, they're going to pay me off of what I'm doing, off of my voice, my tone, my personality, and my service to people. That's what you get paid on. You have to drill that into your head to not care about what these people think about you. You have to really have laser tunnel vision and remind yourself of all the things you want to do and accomplish every morning before you get to work, so you can put on that persona and recharge your energy, because it takes a lot of energy to do this, okay? But it's worth it. It's really worth it, because like I've said in my other videos, I've accomplished so much with sales and insurance sales. And was it always my passion? Did I grow up wanting to be an insurance agent? No, I kind of just stumbled across this, and I'm making the best that I can, and I'm building for another type of life. Like eventually I want to like maybe do this full time. I want to make videos full time, or who knows? But I'm giving it my all that I can right now, because that's what's paying the bills and that's what's helping our family out right now. And you can make a lot of money with insurance or with sales in general. You can make a lot of money. You just have to know how to use it. So erase that from your head, that you're being fake, that they're judging you, that they're listening to you. Just get that out the door and try to put that mentality that you're an actor or an actress and you're going to make the best out of it. So bye girlies, until next time. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're a real one if you stay to the end. Please comment a brown heart, because I'm wearing brown today. Comment a brown heart. I want to see how many of you stayed, and let me know what you want to see next. Really ask me questions. If you see my videos, I really sit there and respond to every single comment, okay? So let me know what you want to like know about, I don't know, insurance. May I subscribe if you like my content? I'm going to be doing these girly chats every week. And all right, bye.